Well, how you guys doing? This is Martin. It's about 9:30 California time. I'm reading Jay Sheets, Think Like a Monk, man. Need to think like a monk now, because where do you think we're headed right now? I just came from the park here in Redlands, California. Got the homeless people. They were packing up their cars. Bathrooms are like, it's 9:30. Usually they were opening up the bathrooms at 7 or 8 o'clock for us who play softball or had the girls out there practicing, but locked up. COVID, man. COVID and homeless don't mix, man. They just lock it up, man. So then you got to go. I have to go search for a bathroom now. Weekdays are fine, but what do you think? Where do you think we're headed right now, man? Are you ready to vote for Biden or Camilla? Are you ready to vote for Trump? How about if you just vote for yourself? I checked my account. I have $150 in one account, and I have $1,500 emergency fund in another account I may use depending on the training. I have one interview Friday. Did a video interview on HireVue, and also I have a phone interview just to call water companies up and sell smart meters. And then I'll be applying for a couple of more before I do a landing page to maybe test out a strategy I have for references for credit unions. So got to find ways to make money now. I got that $646 drip, but I've spent maybe half of it, some of it in training, some of it on gas, some of it for interviews. So today I just want you to think about what can you do to get ready to push through the week, you know. And you think, oh, Martin, what are you talking about? I went through the 2001 recession. That was 9/11. Just as I was graduating in my MBA, I was about to become a the black .com billionaire. But then I woke up one day, I was hungover. There was the planes going into the tower. After 2001, we went into a recession. 2008, I bought myself 2 duplexes. I had another house I inherited. I thought I was going to become the Don Juan. I was become the Trump of Watts. No, the Trump of Yucca Valley, Paradise Valley. But what I didn't realize is tenants don't pay money. Not even relatives pay money. So lost my 2 duplexes. Almost lost the house I had. Then let's progress to 2020. Now I'm 52. Everything was going good. Go Trump, go! Go Trump, go! And then here comes COVID. Zero. Interest rates dropped to 0. I've had money in savings account, my retirement account, for about 16 years. I think it was approaching maybe 200,000 to 300,000, but now with all the stuff with COVID, with 0% interest, I can't even put money in the bank. In the old days, you could put $100,000 in the bank, say at 10% interest, and get $10,000 back at the end of the year, which is passive income. Just imagine getting $10,000 back doing nothing. Now, it's not going to happen right now. I mean, $10,000, that's basically 5 or 6 months worth of rent, my car payments and everything. Groceries for a year, man. That's groceries for 2 years. I only spent maybe $300 times 4 times. That's 2 years worth of groceries, man. But now because of the COVID and them dropping the rate to interest to 0, if you put $500 in the bank at the end of the year, you get $5 back because the interest at the bank is 1%. Think about that. Just imagine $500 and you get $5 back. You could go. I could get a sign. Stand on the freeway here at Tippecanoe Avenue on the median and beg for $5. You know, I could find $5, just walk, go to the park, walk on the ground from these since all these people are mountain biking, they dropping stuff on the ground. So maybe it can drop something on the ground I can take to the pawn shop. So that's how bad it is. So in November, I'm going to be taking a trip to Vegas. I'm going to take $500, and the goal is to win $50. But I'm going to be a whale on the parlay, because at the downtown Grand Hotel, you have you can bet, but also you can bet on these side bets because there's the multiple deck blackjack. So you're getting 10s, different card counts. So I'm going to see if I can just win $50. That's 10 times more than I would make at a bank. I have to leave my money in the bank for 10 years to get $50. But hey, I can make $50 in under 6-7 hours. depending on how well I'm going, my strategies and stuff. I'm gonna break the downtown grand. I'm coming for you, downtown grand. The reason I'm saying that is like I'm 52. I got an MBA. Right now an MBA. I'm working on an MBA in gambling. An MBA in gambling will be more powerful than an MBA I have for business development. My business development skills is going to help me build up a business, teaching people how to play blackjack, play Powerball, do any type of little extra money, toss it out there, see if you can't get some return on it. Because now the problem is when you have a retirement account, what makes the retirement account go up is either you're getting interest from the bank or you have stocks in that account that go up. So as those accounts go up due to the company being profitable, you make, I don't want to get you just make more money. Let's say I'm good looking. The more people who think I'm good looking, they push up my value. So I raise the price. So instead of taking me to McDonald's, hey, I might make you take me to Denny's. Now, if I look like, like black people and stuff, you say, oh, I ain't taking you to no Denny's, bro. I'm going to take you to Wiener Schnitzel. So you see how the value drops? Wiener Schnitzel has great food, but it's not the same as Denny's with steak and all the good stuff they have. So think about that, up and down, up and down. So what I'm going to be forced to do when I retire, I'm basically going to have to cash out all my accounts. There's no reason to leave them anywhere because that money is at risk. Because the only thing that stock is going to do is go down. You think Biden and Camilla are going to do something? Cops are going to be so pissed when Biden gets in office. They're like, come on, we already don't bug the bros. Now you're bugging us. And they say, fuck it. They're going to just say, fuck this shit. I would do it too. Because I know how my blue brothers feel, man. People be giving me a hard time too. They think it's a tie. Yeah, let's fuck with the black people and fuck with the cops. All right. Wait till Camilla and Biden get in office. We're going to see who's going to be fucking with who. So the cops going to say, hey, bro, we don't give a shit. As long as you're not shooting nobody, if someone gives you a hard time, do what you got to do. So all of you guys who have been punking me, eyeballing me, hey, after November, I got something for you. After the election's over, unless my blue brothers take a break, I'm going to get in that ass. I'm just saying, people been going, eyeballing, doing all kind of crazy shit. But look at these motherfuckers, man. Well, after November, I got something for them. Just a sidebar. But I don't see them doing anything, man. So I don't know that's why I see gambling becoming a giant industry. It's all the states will legalize gambling. I'm going to set up my own private blackjack gambling fund to help people out. And to help people make extra money. So it's going to be a challenge, but don't let it be a challenge for you. Today, I just want you to think, what can you do? It's 2 weeks left in the month. What can you do to prepare yourself for the last 2 weeks of the month? What can you study? What can you learn? Like I told you before, online students, college and high school, I would work on sales, learning how to gamble, and staying away from crazy people. I was just at the park today. 3 homeless people got kids in the car and stuff. There's one lady, she's like, one man in a car, one other man and putting stuff, and a kid. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, man. Little kid and guy probably molesting a fucking kid or something. I don't know. And then she's driving an Infinity, one of those old Infinities. I'm like, maybe you should. I have to stop using that word, L-I-K-E. But I'm like, man, maybe you should find a place for your kid instead of hanging out with a couple of guys at the park. It's the stuff that's going on now just blows my mind. But don't get caught up in that. That's why I say number 3, you just got to get rid of problem people. You don't have time to deal with problem people. Today I was at a stoplight. Some people are running lights. People are hurting, man. I'm just saying, you don't have to be hurting. If you're online high school, online students, learn how to gamble, because that's going to be a big way for you to make extra money. My specialty is blackjack. That's why I give you my blackjack tips. Hey, split aces, split 8s, never split 5s and 10. And next time I'll tell you, should I split 4s? Or should I split 7s? If I split 7s, when should I split a 7? So I want to see if you're reading my book. But I'm going to go to the Downtown Grand, my blackjack retirement fund. Once I fine tune it, then I'll just have people give me their money. I'll take a 10% commission and then say, hey, it's hit or miss. Either your money goes through, it'll go up or go down. But I'll make money off that 10% fee. People will break even, not break even. But it'll be a big fun, and then I'll hire people who are professional blackjack players to play that way I want them to play. And I'll have a whole new industry. My specialty is blackjack, and then eventually I do Powerballs. So I've won 2 out of 8 Powerball drawings so far. So I have a $50 program for that. One thing you have to remember about the Powerball is pick your own numbers, and then I'll tell you some other strategies. But today I'm just thinking about, I was at the park. I was happy to see the kids back playing softball. They were practicing. But it disheartened me. You have the young girls practicing, but then you have the grown homeless guys in a car hanging out next to the park. Bathrooms locked. You got the mom and the kid, dog in a car with 2 guys. No kid needs to see all that stuff. But that's how people are, man. They just want you to see them. They had no In the old days, at least the homeless people hid. Now they're just all out in the open, you know. It's crazy, man. But don't let that be you. So what do you think? Do you think gambling is going to be the industry of the future? Do you think are you strong enough to get rid of your problem friends? And if you're an online student or an online high school student, are you willing to learn gambling to set yourself apart and get some extra money? Learn sales too. Also, learn how to do sales. Once all these businesses open up, they're going to want people who can sell. So that's going to be another way for you, especially the more flexible of you, if you're younger or older, to make money. And if you're older and you're about to retire, just cash out your account, man. You ain't gonna get no pension. Cash it out while you can cash it out. Don't be like my grandmother. She cashed out. A couple of years later, company Sears kept cutting back on her insurance. Eventually, she ended up having to pay for her insurance. That's how quick things can change. Get that money out that account. Ain't nothing gonna happen in these next couple of years. But chaos. Also, sidebar, I think the age of marriage right now in certain states is 18. I predict that will drop to 16 or 15. Watch. I think that's going to happen. I already see it because I see a lot of the young girls that are, hey, it will either go with the older guy with money or go with the younger guy who's living in a house and homeless in a park. What's going to be the choice? Maybe the smarter parents will say, hey, I'd rather have my daughter marry someone with money who's older than date a younger guy and be broke. So I think the statutory age is going to be dropped. I just think it's going to happen, man. I don't know. I just sense that happening because Democrats are going to be in the office. I think it's going to be like, the only way they're going to be able to please people, if they can't give them money, the only way they're going to be able to appease the Democratic base is to give them, what is it? Social things, stuff that makes no sense, not monetary stuff. So don't want to digress too much, but what I want you to take away from this today is, hey, gambling is here to stay. Gambling is just going to grow. So if you're bored, learn how to gamble. Fantasy, baccarat, poker, get an MBA in gambling. I have an MBA in business, and you have. Where am I going to go? Disneyland's laying off. That's a place that I had MBA. I was right now in the parking lot of ESRI. It's a giant mapping company. All the offices are closed. Security guards up there making sure no one gets through. What is another one? Don't tell them what's going to happen with the airline industry. God help us, man, because I don't care what. That's a disaster waiting to happen too. And as for some of you who are working at the warehouses, it's about to come. It's gonna get tight soon. I already see it already. I'm watching the streets. I'm watching the freeways. Not too many trucks. I don't think you'll see many trucks making their run until maybe early November toward Labor Day, and then from Labor Day to Christmas. But I think now, I'm telling you, November 1st to 2nd, I think you're going to have a lot of hours cut at these warehouses. Because where are they dropping? There's no school supplies to send. And there's really no one shopping. So, just some things to think about. Today is just random thoughts today. But I'm getting ready for Monday, so I'm going to be reading Jay's sheet, get rid of my negative thoughts, convince myself, don't be stupid, and don't Don't think I need to satisfy my ego buying a luxury car like everyone else and then living in the hood. You guys living in the hood? Don't do that, man. Just trying to teach myself. Be one with the universe. Be